Welcome all, Boone here from EWPRO. So starting with DXY again, we got, just grab my pen. So this here is not looking impulsive. I am looking for this larger, at least a larger correction, or go up and break this top eventually. But this here is not looking impulsive. So it's making it more tricky. More than likely this low will get broken before we get the larger correction. Still may get another one up here and then go and break the low. This here just isn't impulsive enough to give that larger correction yet. So on the H4, like I said, we got this, we got the WXY, ABC, sorry. We got that ABC up, bounced off the 100 fib, broke the trend line, and it gave this bullish hidden divergence here. If it was going to go, it would have, this one here would have went up and broke the top if that bull hidden was going to go. It still can go because this low here hadn't been broken yet. So there still is that possibility. It's becoming more difficult now. We had some nice trades over the last few weeks. So now things are becoming unclear. So there still is this possible bull hidden here. We really need to see that low get broken before you can look for shorts still. That if we go down to the H1, you can see we got bullish. If I just draw this trend line in, so we got this break of this trend line up in here. Never gave you a bull flag to buy. We got bullish divergence. We got that bullish divergence. Nice impulse up, but this is deep. This deep move here is giving bull hidden. So more than likely, we have to get a bullish setup to buy for this bull hidden, to at least go and break that top there. On the higher time frames, it's too unclear because, like I said, that big move up there is too choppy to be the larger correction, start of a larger correction, unless it's some sort of can't think of it now, but yeah, we got that bull hidden, so we really need a bullish flag in here to buy a leading diagonal. That's what I was thinking, like a leading diagonal sort of, and then it might be the start of the larger correction, but that's too early to tell. So for the short, we really need that low to be broken. You need that low to be broken, and then bearish flag in here to sell. Need to take out this possible bull hidden on the H4. It's really tricky because we now have that. It's more bullish because we have that bullish hidden divergence on the H1. Again, I should have pointed this out here. So we can get, there is this possibility here too, that we get a 3-3-5 pattern, a complex correction. So we get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we get that 5 up. That's another possibility as well for the larger picture, for the larger correction. It's become, some of the hidden divergences on the H4 have played out and some of them haven't. So it's really unclear. But looking at it on the H, you can really only trade it on the H1 because the higher time frames, it's too unclear, the structure. We got that ABC up on the H4 trend line break, and yeah, like I said, we have this nice impulse up. This is way too deep, and we got that bull hidden. So if I was scalping this, I'd be waiting for a little flag in here to buy, to go and break that top, giving us that bearish divergence, and then you could look for a short trade, you know, to go and break this low for the larger A, B, C. Yeah, like I said, it's pretty unclear, and it's going to be hard to trade for the next couple of weeks, because we did get all those nice trades over the last few weeks. So on this one, oh, that was during the week. I was looking for another one down here to buy, so I'll take that off. On the daily, we still have heaps of room up. Like I've been saying, we got heaps of room up to the 100 fib. Said last week, you know, well, the last couple of weeks, this is looking very bullish, and we have gone up and broken that top now. We're still within the trend, still within that bullish trend on the daily. On the H4, we did go up. Any buy setup you got, you know, you wanted to take to, I didn't get the setup to buy it, because like showed on that H1, I was looking for another one down and then look for the buy. So I didn't get a trade on this one. But yeah, it's broken the top. Getting a lot of bearish divergence now on the H4. A lot more bearish divergence now. So it's becoming risky. But on the H1, you know, this can be continuing divergence, and it just continues on, and it goes up to that D1 100 fib, you know, and we just get heaps of divergence, and it just keeps on going. And I think that's what it's going to, you know, do pretty much. And that DXY goes and breaks a low. There really isn't. I would have liked this to go and break this low, like an A, B, C, down to the 100 fib, so I could look for the buy. It didn't give that, so I just stayed out of it. Now, well, all you can really do, we don't have any bearish divergence on the H1. So if you're getting any flags, you can buy. You know, if you get any flags, you know, you can only look for the buys. The sells, you can only wait for the trend line break and a larger correction, and then look for the sell. At this stage, there is no buy or sell on it. But yeah, if you do get that bullish flag, look for the buy. EU on the daily, we're still within that trend. Like I said, this is looking very bullish, and we do have that bull hidden divergence here. It's not valid to trade, but it doesn't mean that it won't go and break that top. It's not valid to trade as bull hidden, but they still do play out. You know, sometimes they still do play out. And this is looking very corrective. H4, got that 5 up. Like I said, we got this 5 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3 down, and then I'm looking for that 5 up. If you have a look at my video to go and break last week's video to go and break that top. it's given a larger correction in here on the H4. The thing is, this is really tricky because we got bear hidden in here. But again, this bear hidden isn't valid either to trade, to go and break that low. It's not valid to trade, and it never did go and break the low. So I think that we will get like 5 up here. I've only got it as an ABC, but at this stage, but this can turn into a WXY, XZ, and go and break that top, and even go up to that 100 fib on the daily, you know, because there's still heaps of room up. So on the H1, we've got this. More than likely, this top here will get broken. So if you get a flag in, you can look for that buy. Definitely want to be at break even when that top gets broken. We may get bearish divergence and we may not. We'll have to wait and see. But if you get something like this flag here, this is a perfect flag in here that we got a couple of weeks ago when I said to buy. This impulse here, wait for the flag and then buy. This is an ideal flag, a perfect example of a flag. You get something like this here, look for that buy, and your first target will be that 100 fib. Your first target will be that 100 fib. Second target will be that 161.8. Then look for, well, it'll be a wave Y, and then look for the X2 and then the Z up. But yeah, I think this is very much bullish. Wait for the flag and look for the buy. GU daily keeps on going, and we're nearly at that W100 fib. We still got the bearish divergence. We're still within that trend as well, that uptrend on the daily. Just get rid of this. So the H4 was still within this wave Z. It's very messy. Really tricky to trade the buys because we do have that bearish divergence. The H1, we got this flat in here. Go on and break that top. You really had to get into this here. There is no bearish divergence. We did have that ball hidden in here as well. So if you did see this ball hidden, you could have traded that for this to go and break that top. The 100 fibs right up here near the W100 fib. So I think there might be a little bit more in it. But again, it's going to be risky. There's so much divergence on this, except for the H1, we haven't got that divergence. You still can buy the flags. Just be careful. Use a smaller lot size, or you know. But yeah, if you get a little flag in here, you know, and it looks like we probably will, you could look for that buy. It'll only be scalps from now on. It's pretty much only scalps. And you, I said last week, very choppy, and it doesn't look complete. on the daily, I said, you know, this is corrective, like the AU. But this one, it didn't give the complete structure. Like I said last week, it hadn't given that complete structure to really trade. So I just said, oh, I'll be staying out of this, you know. H4, there still is room on the daily, you know, up to the 100 fib as well. It's getting close to that 100 fib. It's gone up and broken this top now, or double top. This still can be no, something like an A, B, C. So we get that A, B, C up, and then we get the larger A, B, C. Still not clear. Yes, NU is really difficult because, like I said, I was looking for this A, B, C to go and break that low, and then we could have looked for the buy, but it didn't give us that lower low that we really need to trade. So I was looking for that last week. I was looking for that little contracting flat in here for an A, B, C, then come and break the low for the larger A, B, C in here. It didn't give that, so you really couldn't have traded it. It's very difficult to trade as it didn't complete the pattern. So when it doesn't complete the pattern, I just stay out of them. Now there's no bear divergence on the H1, so you definitely can look for the buys. They're going to be risky due to the higher time frames, but you know, H1 you can look for the buys, keep on buying them, get flags, look for the buys, just for scalps. UI played out. There's a couple of scenarios on this. Last week, you know, we had that, well, it was a couple of weeks ago now, I was looking at that bull hidden in here to go and break that top. Well, it's gone and broken that top. It didn't get to the 161.8 for wave Z, but this still can be a wave Y, and the wave Z hadn't started yet. So this can be A, B, C for a flat in here. So we get the W, X, Y, X, Z. We don't have any bearish divergence on H4. No bearish divergence. So if you go down to the H1, it's more bullish. It's looking more bullish. Like I said, I got in on this. It wasn't confirmed. This bull hidden wasn't confirmed yet, and it still wasn't confirmed. And yeah, it did go and break the top. And like I say, even if they're not confirmed, sometimes they still do go and break the top. I got into that one there, took the profit. But yeah, this is still looking bullish. There's no divergence, no bearish divergence. So we're not. I doubt if we're going to get bull hidden again on the H1. So you can't really trade it as bull hidden. But really need. Hopefully this goes and breaks a low here, and then gets a trend line break and a bullish setup to buy. Like I was showing you on that H4, you know, it can be the Z up from here, and we get that larger. flat in here for one more up. So I'll be more inclined to look for the buy. For the sell, we're still within this trend line. Or even if we look at this one. So this still can come down, bounce off the trend line, and then give the flat to go and give that Z up. So there still maybe, we don't know how deep this is going to be. We don't have the cross down on the MACD. So we may get that cross on the MACD, and we may not. Ideally we do. For the sell, you really have to wait now, because you have to take out that possible, you need that lower low, then the correction in here. And I'd be even looking for a larger correction in here. You know, to look for that sell, wait for the trend line break and sell. For the sell, but yeah, we're still so I'd be more inclined to buy. It is starting to get more risky. Like I said, H1, you really need to wait for it. We didn't get the trend line break. It tried to, but it didn't. So I'd like it to at least come back down, and then a trend line break, little flag, and then look for the buy. Yeah, so the bull hidden did play out on this one. Only got to the 123.6, but yeah. USDJPY. See, the USDJPY didn't give the bull hidden, never played out. Last week, I was looking for this. I was saying we had that possible bull hidden, and that still can play out. UY it played out. This one it hadn't. Last week I was saying this is looking, we got that trend line break, and I was looking for, it was looking bearish last week. This here was looking bearish, and we did get another one down. Then we got a nice impulse up. So if you get any bullish setup, any correction in here, look for the buy to go and break that top. Did put out a trade in the group last week on this one in here, and these are the targets here. If I zoom out a bit, so your first target 123.6 and the 61.8, that's still valid. This, like I said last week, this bull hidden here wasn't valid. Then we got that 3 down, making it valid. So now definitely look for that buy for the targets. That's the way I'm looking at it. Just for that, like W, X, Y, X, Z, and then we'll assess it again and see what it's going to give after we get that Z up. UCAD, we're still within the trend line. We didn't break the trend line on the daily. We're still within that trend line. This low here still hadn't been broken. You get a slight little cross here, but that's internal. So we still can get more downside on this. And I really would like this low to be broken now. Really need that low to be broken so we can look at that flat. This is the flat here. We're going to break that low. We need that low to be broken now, or else it's going to be too risky to trade. If this low doesn't get broken and we get that A, this is looking very choppy. So we just get an A, B, C, and then more downside. That's why I really would like to see this low be broken in here, and then a nice impulse up, and then your bullish flag or correction and then look for the buy. For the sells, there is no sell setup. It's very hard to trade this one. It hasn't been giving nice flags. That's the problem. I was looking for this in here, this flag in here to buy, but it never played out. It never got a break, you know. Just looking for this to buy, but never got the trade on it. So really, I'd like to see this low get broken, then the nice impulse up to buy. And it's not giving sell setups either, you know. It's not giving nice sell setups. Like up here, I was looking more bullish for more upside for an expanding flat. So it's really difficult to trade. GY just keeps on going up. We're nearly up to this 100 fib. So it's getting close. We don't have any bearish. We've lost all the bearish divergence. So it can go to that 161.8, you know, for a WXYXZ. So that's possible too now because we've lost all the bearish divergence. But yeah, that's a few weeks away before we'd know, because we still haven't even reached 100 fib yet. So we'll have to wait, see if we get a nice clean breakthrough there. And yeah, page 4, it has been giving some nice flags, this one, to buy. Very choppy though. But you know, flags like this, you know, they're really nice. Got another little one in here, but it was very risky because it just broke the top, gave bearish divergence on the lower time frame. So I wouldn't have taken that one. Yeah, what to do? I'm just going to stay out of it. That's what I'm going to do. It's getting too risky to buy it. That's the problem. We don't have any bullish bearish divergence. So on that daily, so you still can look for the buys going with the trend, you know, the daily trend. But really, it's getting risky. H1, we're getting bearish divergence here. So extremely risky. But you got a flag here. You know, and it's just gone up and come straight back down. So it would have taken you out at break even. And that's pretty much what most of them are doing. They're just taking you out at break even. Very hard to trade. So for the I'd be more inclined to sell it, you know, but there is no sell set up on it. But because we got that bearish divergence, really need a trend line break, little flag in here, even if it's just an A, B, C, and look for the sell. It may go down even further down to the daily trend line, or even give a larger correction, because we still haven't hit that 100 fib on the daily. So yeah, so it's getting tricky to buy, especially when they start to do this. You get that nice flag, they go up, take you out. Then once price starts to do this, you really have to be careful to look for the buys. It's just pretty much a waste of time trading it when it's like this, because you just wait all this time for the buy setup and then just get taken out at break even. And it can keep on going. Like this still can go up then give another flag here, a little buy set up in here, and then just go up, take you out again, and just do the same process over and over again. Very difficult to trade. I'm, like I said, I'm more inclined to look for the break, correction, or flag, and look for the sell. Yeah, there's really not much you can do with it. It's kept on going. It's, but very difficult to stay in. If you get this, yeah, you stay in, and then it comes down, takes you out, and then goes. So very difficult to trade. You have to have a lot of patience when it's like this, when it's so choppy. It's been so choppy for so long. Yeah. Gold. So the gold, like I've been saying for the last, few weeks, we had this bear hidden here. We still have, did we? I think we may have broken the low. I didn't think we did. I didn't think on my platform, actually, it hasn't quite broken this low yet, I don't think. Or it may have, while I was sleeping last night, early as in the morning, it may have went and broken that low. But yeah, well, either way, don't matter. I was looking at this bear hidden, and we have gone and broken that low now. So now we do have that bullish divergence. So now we got a WXY. Do we look at that as an X2 and then a Z, or do we look at it as a large A, B, C for a flat, and then we get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 5 down? A few different scenarios can happen here now. Like we may get this complex correction like I've got drawn here, or it just goes up and breaks the top from here. I don't. Well, it's definitely not out of question because we do have the correction and we do have the bullish divergence now. So it's not out of the question to go and break that top, go down on the lower time frames. We'll have a look. So we've got that bullish divergence on the H4. It's looking more bullish. Like on the H4, it's definitely looking more bullish. Was there bulk bet? Actually, that low get broken. Yeah, that low got broken. And we had bear hidden on here. So we had, no, we didn't have bear hidden there. But anyway, we've broken that low. So more than likely now we'll get an A, B, C in wave B, and then we've got a C up. Most likely as a running flat. Maybe expanding, we don't know, but then more downside. That's the way I'll be looking at it. Because even though we've broken that low on the daily for the bear hidden, we've got 3 down here. We've got that 1, 2, 3. Or however you're looking at A, B, C. And we've broken that low. So now I'll be looking for an impulse up. So definitely start looking for the buy, I think. Just for that 100 fib. Get rid of that, remove. Just got to zoom in so I can get the 100 fib on it. So most likely we'll just get that. That's like a looking for that 100 fib. On the H1, is there a setup on it? We've got the bullish divergence. Yeah, see, this may, we sort of got 3 down here, 1, 2, 3. So this may turn into a flat for one more down. But if you do get any flags, if you get a flag in here, something to buy, definitely look for that buy, I think. Targeting that 100 fib, that H4 100 fib. On the H1, whether you take half off at the 100 fib on the H1 and then just let the rest run, or just definitely want to be break even at the 100 fib. You should always move to break even at the 100 fib. Whether you take half off at the 100 fib or not, well, that's up to you how you trade, the risk tolerances that you can take. But yeah, if you get any buy setup, look for the buy setups. The H4 again. Yeah, see, we do have that bullish. I think we do have that bullish. Yeah, we do have that bullish divergence on the H4. So yeah, definitely I'd be looking for the buys just up to this 100 fib. It may go higher than the 100 fib, give you expanding or something, but yeah. WTI on the daily, we're nearly at that 100 fib now. I'm at 65 level, 65.80. We're getting there. It'd be interesting just to see if this top gets broken. If this top here gets broken, we won't get the Z down, of course. But on the weekly, we've still got that possible bear hidden. So we've still got that possible bear hidden until this top gets broken, you know. So that's something that we got to look at. If we really want the buy, and this is going to keep on going, well, we really want it to break the top, get rid of that bear hidden, and then give the larger correction, and then look for that APC. It could really take off. Well, it's taken off here. This is very impulsive. On the daily, we got that bearish divergence. So we really need to see how high this goes. Like I said, if we really need to take out that bear hidden, or else this can just drop from anywhere and just go and break that low. Like I said, if it goes and breaks this low, I don't think it'll go far below the low, because it's so, you know, I think it got down to about $8 or something. You know, so it's not going to get much under that low if it does go and break that low. I mean, like I said, I'll put out that long-term trade idea on Trading View. You know, I think it was around here somewhere. It come down a bit further, but it was a long-term investment trade, you know, and you know, you would have done really nice out of that trade if you held it for all that time. You know, I think I called it once in a lifetime opportunity, you know, and you know, made a lot of money out of it. So on the H4, do we have bearish divergence? We're starting to get bearish divergence. The last two highs, we lost the bearish divergence, but overall, we're getting like, it's continuing divergence, and it just keeps on going up. Last week I was looking for the buy as well in here. Oh, it was in here. I think it was in here actually. So it gave another spike up, and now it's looking like it's giving more of a bearish setup now, you could probably start looking for the shorts, because now we've got this trend line break. I think we were in here last week, and I was saying, yeah, look for the buy. It may not have got to the 100 fib, but you might have, you would have definitely been at break even. You know? Now we've got a nice impulse down. This is looking very corrective. Look for the sell. Whatever correction it gives in here, it may not be a correction, it may just give a flag. At this stage, it's just a flag. And you've got a break. So look, so look for this sell. Definitely look for that sell. Yeah, at least to the 100 fib. Well, this will be a lower time frame, 100 fib. But yeah, at least move it to break even at that 100 fib. And who knows, that W1 bearish hidden divergence may play out and you get a massive move down from here. Who knows? Like, but yeah, I'll be looking for this short Monday. I was asleep when this happened, so I didn't get it. I'm not on it yet. But yeah, I'll be looking for the sell. Definitely be looking for that sell. Start scalping the sells, because on the daily we do have that bearish divergence. You know, we've got that lot of bearish divergence here. So yeah, even if it just gets down to this trend line, you know, and then gives another one up, well, there's a lot of room in it. You know, that's a lot of pips, especially on WTI. It's, you know, yeah, it's looking really nice actually. So yeah, look for that sell. Bitcoin just keeps on going up. Go to the daily, weekly, sorry. It's just, it kept on going. And who knows, it's gone way past the 250 fib now. So the next one's really, you know, the 261.8 or the 300 fib. How high this is going to go, no one knows, you know. I've heard people say it's going to $1 million. Well, yeah. Who knows? But yeah, you would have done really well. I put out a buy setup down here on TradingView just to go and give that ABC, like at least an ABC. And yeah, it's just, who would have thought? But yeah, if you took that one right down the bottom, you know, yeah, you've done well. Made a lot of money out of it. Daily, there's no divergence. H4, there's no divergence. H1, we're getting divergence. Between the last two legs, we lost it though, like this one here. We lost the divergence. So if you get another buy setup, I think last week we were in here and I was looking for that buy. Definitely, I said, yeah, definitely look for that buy. So if you took that buy, you've done well, you know. We lost the divergence. So if you get another flag, you can look for another buy, you know. So yeah, it's just kept on going. Yeah, see, we had that flag there last week, so look for that buy. Yeah, there's no buy or sell set up on it at the moment. You really have to wait. But yeah, if you do get a buy set up, look for the buy. There's no bearish divergence, so that's the only way you can trade. SPX, It's still gone up. It continues to go up. We still haven't hit that 100 fib. We've got bearish divergence. Still within this uptrend. It's like Bitcoin, you know, where does this end? You know, when we look at the higher time frame or the monthly, you know, where does that wave 3 end? We don't know. You know, it can just keep on going up. It's like Bitcoin, it just keeps on going up. So we have the bearish divergence on the daily. H4, we don't have anything. No bearish divergence. We're getting a correction for more upside. Between this high and like this high, we got bearish divergence. But between this high and this high, we lost that bearish divergence. So you're looking for the buys. H1, we got bearish divergence. So need the larger correction before you can buy. I can't remember where we were last week, but we may have been in here. Got a little triangle in there for that buy there. Then we've got the bearish divergence. At this moment, you could more than likely scalp the short for an A, B, C. Then you'd want to be careful because we might just get an ABC, then you get a bullish flag or a correction, and to go and break that top for an A, B, C. You know. There's really no setup on it. If you get a little bear flag in here, you know, you can look for that sell for the A, B, C, and this is your little flat in here as a running flat in there. For the buy setup, see we got A, B, C. You can look at that as a little bullish flat, you know. But you want that buy setup for the buy, and then it's more than likely just going to be an A, A, B, C. Wait for the trend line break. A, B, C. So yeah, there's really no setup on it at this stage. There's no buy or sell setup on it. There's a few different structures it can be, so you will have to be careful trading it. And we do have that bearish divergence on the H1, so you really need to wait for that larger correction. Wait for this to finish. This is looking like an A, B, C for a little flat in here, and then we get that A, B, C, probably down to the 50 fib somewhere around here somewhere. 50 fib of this, and then more upside. But at this stage, you can pretty much trade it both ways. Whatever flag you get, you can scalp it. The DAX, this one didn't go and break the top. On the daily, there's still more room up to the 100 fib. I haven't got the 100 fib drawn on it, but this is looking bullish in here. Very much bullish. And we sort of got A, B, C. So if you get a buy set up, I'd be looking for the buy. Did it break this low here? It hadn't quite broken this low. Ideally, we'd like to see it break this low. Break this low here for an A, B, C. Then impulse up and then the flag. But this can be a like contracting flat, you know. Get the A, B, C. So if you do get, it's a little bit more risky, but if you do get a bullish flag in here, you can look for it. but it is going to be a little bit risky because we didn't get that A, B, C, you know. So, yeah, be cautious if you take it. FTSE daily. So, I haven't looked at this during the week, but can't remember where we were last week. Did we have divergence there? Yeah, we did. And we're looking for the white Z down on the weekly. Okay, so I've got this drawn here for A, B, C. So yeah, we got that. Looking for that. Looks like we're getting a little flag in here. Bearish flag. Or a little correction. So yeah, you could look for that short. There's no bearish divergence on this. Was there bear hidden on this one? No. We've got bull hidden here. So trading this, we could just get an A, B, C, just break that low. Because we do have bull hidden here. There's possible bull hidden. So you will have to be careful with this bull hidden. Ideally, it takes that bull hidden out and then gives the correction. But yeah, then you're going to lose most of your risk reward. So yeah, you really have to wait. You're sort of getting it more at A, B, C, then you get that A, B, C. And if the bull hidden plays out, well, you'll be looking to break that top. So that's something you could look for if you trade this pair. All right, that's about it. Well, it'll be like an A, B, or WXY, X, Z, you know. Anyway, I hope you have a good trading week next week. Enjoy your weekend. And I'll see you out there next week.